Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio to be separated because of 38-year-old star in a huge twist? Potential explored. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Have a nice day. For WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were shown on the latest episode of WWE SmackDown. This came during the segment that revealed the latest development in the case of Jade Cargill's mysterious attacker. General Manager Nick Aldis called Bianca Belair and Naomi and showed them a video recorded using a mobile phone. The video began from the moment when Jade Cargill was being put in the ambulance. The camera panned to the left to reveal Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan walking away. While it seemed the Judgment Day members attacked Jade Cargill, the 38-year-old GM might have a word with Adam Pearce to discuss the next steps to determine whether the assumption is correct. If it turns out that the inaugural Women's Crown Jewel champion and her right-hand woman are behind the brutal assault, Nick Aldis can work with Pearce to punish Liv Morgan. The SmackDown general manager can suggest that Dominik Mysterio gets signed over to the Blue Show, and the former Women's World Champion will be banned from being a part of it in any shape or form. While it would be interesting to see the couple separated, this is all speculative at this point. On WWE Raw, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez fought anoa'i Sky and Dakota Kai in a tag team match. Morgan suffered an injury near her eye owing to a knee strike, leading fans to believe that she may miss WrestleMania 41. Morgan secured her spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match by winning against On Raw in a singles match. Jade Cargill has been off WWE TV since suffering a mysterious backstage attack in November last year. Following months of speculation, WWE finally provided a major insight into the situation. Last night on SmackDown, Nick Aldis showed unseen video footage from the fateful night in which Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were spotted around that scene. Since then, the WWE Universe has been abuzz speculating that the Judgment Day members were the ones who attacked the Storm. However, that may not be the case, as a massive twist could be on the horizon. In a shocking turn of events, Cargill could return to SmackDown in the coming weeks and reveal Naomi to be the actual mastermind behind the entire situation. Ever since the tragic incident occurred, the Glow has been quite vocal, vehemently protesting her innocence. The 37-year-old has been to convince everyone that she was not the one who attacked Jade Cargill. This week on SmackDown, when the show showed Liv and Raquel, Naomi's actions looked quite suspicious. For a fleeting moment, both of her hands were spotted resting on her head as if she took a sign of relief. The Glow's involuntary gesture seemingly suggested she found an escape route to get rid of all the allegations. There is a good possibility that Jade Cargill could enter the fray and expose the truth, as she is the only one who is seemingly aware of the attacker's real identity. It will be quite interesting to see how the storyline shapes up in the coming weeks. Is Naomi actually the mastermind who orchestrated the assault, or is there a different side to this story? Only time will tell. The Jade Cargill situation has been getting quite interesting lately on SmackDown. Not only Naomi, but Bianca Belair is also on the list of suspects who ambushed the former AEW star. Interestingly, both superstars will be in the same ring at Elimination Chamber 2025. The EST and the Glow will compete in the Women's Chamber match. Given this, there are high chances that Cargill could make a thunderous comeback at the upcoming PLE in Toronto. In the middle of the match, the 32-year-old could storm into the steel structure, unleashing a brutal assault on her potential attacker. This could not only give rise to a jaw-dropping twist, but could also become the biggest highlight of the night. However, this may only happen if either or Naomi is involved in the incident or associated with the situation in any capacity. It will be quite fascinating to see what WWE has in store and whether Jade Cargill shows up at Elimination Chamber. Things are getting more intense within the Judgment Day with each passing week on WWE Raw. This week, Dominik Mysterio and Finn Balor once again got into a heated altercation when Dirty Dom suggested adding a new member to the faction. However, the former Universal Champion firmly rejected the idea, instead asserting his focus on winning the world title at WrestleMania 41. This probably didn't sit well with Dirty Dom and his on-screen love interest Liv Morgan. In this article we will discuss 3 possible directions for the Judgment Day following this week's Raw. One potential direction for the Judgment Day could see Dominik Mysterio accidentally costing Finn Balor his upcoming Elimination Chamber qualifying match. This scenario could unfold when Balor is competing against Seth Rollins, coming close to victory before Dominik decides to interfere. Dirty Dom's intention might be to assist Balor. However, instead his actions backfire, causing the former Universal Champion to lose the match and fail to qualify for the chamber. This outcome would allow WWE to further escalate tensions within the villainous faction, generating even more heat and pushing the group toward an inevitable breaking point. Finn Balor has been strongly opposed to the idea of adding new members to the Judgment Day. However, if fails to win his men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, fans could see Liv Morgan taking matters into their own hands. As a consequence of Finn's loss, the former Women's World Champion could introduce a new member into the faction. Balor previously stated that he would fix things by securing a spot in the Elimination Chamber. However, if he fails, Morgan bringing in a fresh addition to the Judgment Day seems like a realistic and intriguing direction for the faction on WWE Raw. With all the growing developments over the past few weeks, it appears that Finn Balor only has JD McDonough as his clear supporter, who is currently injured. Aside from him, the rest of the faction seems to be on one side, while Balor stands alone. This raises the possibility of Finn Balor quitting the Judgment Day to ultimately become a single star again. This could happen if, after Balor's potential loss, Liv Morgan takes charge and asserts that she is far better than Finn's authoritative approach in leading the Judgment Day. Frustrated by this power shift and feeling pushed aside, the former Universal Champion might ultimately quit the faction in response. This angle would allow WWE to finally turn Finn Balor into a babyface and book him as a singles star on the road to WrestleMania 41. His deserting of the group could potentially take place on WWE Raw after WWE Elimination Chamber 2025, marking a major shift in the faction dynamic. Jade Cargill's return to WWE SmackDown seems inevitable following the events of the show's latest episode. The Blue brand's Nick Aldis showed footage tonight that revealed Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez as Cargill alleged attackers. The plot twist adds more meaning to Judgment Day's current storylines and pushes Liv and Raquel ahead. It also paves the way for Cargill's imminent return to the ring. There are many ways WWE could bring back Jade Cargill to the screen. She could join the SmackDown or Raw brand following her return. Check out the 4 ways the Storm can return following Friday night's episode of SmackDown. The shown by Nick Aldis clearly showed Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in the background. The two women have attacked several stars in the past in WWE and injured them, including Rhea Ripley. Fans could see Cargill return to an episode of Raw rather than SmackDown to attack Liv and Raquel. She could take down both women and possibly even partner with Rhea Ripley. The two women could continue their rivalry on the Raw brand, while Bianca Belair and Naomi could continue their current tag team run on SmackDown. It would be a good way to move Cargill to the Netflix network, where she could work alongside Rhea Ripley before getting into a rivalry with her. Naomi has been enjoying a lot of success since Jade Cargill has been out of the picture. She has found her way into the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship picture and also booked her ticket to the Women Elimination Chamber match. The Storm could return to reveal that it was indeed Naomi who attacked her and took her position in the tag team and her title. She could go after the Glow, while Bianca Belair could defend her new friend. The rivalry could see Jade Cargill cost both women inside the Elimination Chamber and begin a new rivalry. It would be great to see a furious Cargill take down both Belair and Naomi to get ahead on SmackDown. The footage seen on this week's SmackDown was inconclusive, and a lot could have gone on before the clip. That could have included an attack by either Bianca Belair or Jade Cargill could return during Belair and Naomi's tag team title match against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and tease helping her former teammate defend the titles. Instead, she could attack the Glow and cost them the gold. She could later reveal that it was Belair and Naomi who attacked her and she was back to get revenge. The angle could help Judgment Day gain some credibility, as it would have the women's tag team championships. Meanwhile, the EST could finally get into a meaningful feud heading into WrestleMania 41. Jade Cargill may be ready to return to the ring after a lengthy hiatus. That could be a major reason behind Nick Aldis airing the footage from months ago on the latest edition of WWE SmackDown. The Storm could return to replace a star in the Elimination Chamber match after returning next week. She could replace Liv Morgan, who could be banned from the match after her alleged attack on the injured star. Cargill could team with Bianca Belair and Naomi to take out the other stars in the chamber before turning on them and eliminating them. She could later reveal that it was indeed the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions who attacked her and left her injured. Dominik Mysterio has taken a shot at after her recent tag team outing against the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Teamed up with Dakota Kai against Morgan and Rodriguez this past Monday on Raw. The damaged duo walked out with the win as the Genius of the Sky got one over the former WWE Women's World Champion, who defeated her to qualify for the 2025 Women's Elimination Chamber match. On Instagram, Mysterio reacted to WWE sharing a clip of Morgan slapping Sky during their tag team match. He referenced former fighter Jorge Masvidal claiming that the slap from Morgan was super necessary. Dominik Mysterio is currently 3 at WrestleMania, but is determined to get his first win at the grandest stage of them all. Speaking to Sportskeeda Wrestling, the 27-year-old promised to get a win if he gets himself on the WrestleMania 41 match card. Dominik Mysterio faced his dad Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 39 in a highly anticipated match between the father-son duo. Rey was victorious over his son after interferences from the Judgment Day Latino World Order and Bad Bunny. The former NXT North American champion currently finds himself involved in a feud with Styles, whom he confronted on the latest edition of Monday Night Raw. The two superstars also brawled after their face-off, and Mysterio's Judgment Day stablemate Carlito also got himself involved. WWE has confirmed a singles match between Mysterio and Styles on the upcoming edition of Raw. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez might be in serious trouble. The two are suspected to be mystery attackers of former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Morgan. The big revelation was made by SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis himself. Aldis showed footage from when Cargill was being put into an ambulance, and it was seen that two women suspected to be Liv Morgan and Raquel were walking out. Naomi and Bianca were quick to figure out that it was Morgan and Rodriguez. While Nick tried to explain that it hadn't been established that it was them, Naomi and Bianca said that they were going to settle things with them on Raw this week. Be that as it may, if the Judgment Day members are proven to be Jade Cargill's mystery attackers, then there will certainly be consequences for them. Here we will list 3 consequences for Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez if they are the ones who attacked Jade Cargill. Morgan and Rodriguez might be suspended from WWE by Triple H if it's established that they are the ones who. While their reason for going after Jade Cargill is best known to them, the promotion may temporarily remove them. This might be done to bring forth new female superstars in the Judgment Day, as it has been rumored for several weeks that the villainous faction could see the inclusion of new members. The former Women's World Champion's quest to seize the gold once again from Rhea Ripley might end abruptly if Triple H removes her from the chamber match. Morgan earned her spot by winning again, even though it wasn't a clean win. Rhea Ripley's attack on Raquel Rodriguez came as a blessing, as an enraged mommy even punched Morgan, causing. However, Liv Morgan's victory might be in vain, as she could be removed from the Elimination Chamber match as punishment. Things are far from good between Morgan and Dominik Mysterio now. There isn't the same camaraderie between them as last year. The former Women's World Champion also seems to be bitter against Dominik, as the latter tried to get back with Rhea Ripley. If Liv Morgan and Raquel are revealed to be the actual attackers of Jade Cargill and suspended by the company, it would give Dominik a reason to move out of the group and finally move to SmackDown. It has been rumored for a while that the 27-year-old superstar can move to the blue brand after being spotted backstage with SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis a few months ago. Things aren't good between Dom and Finn Balor either, and they might come to blows in case Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are suspended from WWE. To avoid a physical clash with Balor. It now remains to be seen how Morgan and Rodriguez respond to the new footage, which has raised some big questions. WWE previously issued a statement indicating Cargill would be sidelined indefinitely due to injuries sustained in the attack. Bianca Belair, Cargill's tag team partner, has persistently pressed WWE management to investigate the incident. The footage shown by Aldis captured Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez leaving the vicinity, suggesting the Judgment Day members' potential involvement in the attack. This revelation could lead to disciplinary action from Raw General Manager Adam Pearce against the two competitors. Forward with this controversial match.